Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Haben. On this channel we talk about self-development, spirituality, creating your own reality. In today's video I'm going to talk about one thing you got to do before setting any goal. Before setting out to achieve and pursue a goal or a new mission you have, make sure to do this one thing. And that is detaching from pendulums. In this video, I'm going to talk about what pendulums are, how they affect you and how they affect your goals and how you achieve your goals and your missions, and how to detach from them to give yourself more freedom, more energy, more intention to pursue your goals and achieve them more successfully. Let's get into it. Like I mentioned in basically every video, at our essence, we are energy. And what we give our attention to our energy in terms of what we focus on, we're basically feeding our energy and we're allowing it to grow and expand. And in terms of this, the law of attraction comes into play when we feed something out of energy, and when a lot of people are feeding something their energy, because it allows the thing to grow, and that thing starts having power over the people that are just feeding their energy to it. And now we can define what a pendulum is. A pendulum is basically something people are giving their energies to, and it's not really giving them back any nourishment or any energy back, but it's just feeding energy from them, and this has power over them and controls what their internal state is, controls how they feel day to day. And if you start looking into your life, there's several pendulums you probably feed into and give your energy without really being conscious of the fact that you're giving them your focus and attention. And for some people, this is the news, this is politics, this is something that happens on a far corner of the universe that they care about and they give their attention and energy to on a daily basis. And whenever they tune into their TV or whatever they're listening their news from, and it affects their internal state, they feel that power that pendulum has over them. For me and for other people, at some points, it is sports. You identify with a certain sports team or a certain sport, and I recognize this in myself. When I still watch soccer, I love soccer, but I started detaching from it because back in the day, I'd watch a soccer game of my favorite team, and my emotions, they would go up and down. It would be a roller coaster of emotions over that 90-minute time. And I realized, wow, it has so much power over me. My productivity, my energy decreases and gets affected if the result is not what I want it to be. And that attachment, that energy and attention I feed it, that care that I feed it, is something that it is taking from me, and it has power over me. And this pendulum of sports is something that I see has a big effect on many people these days. And this is because when we're watching sports, usually it's with other people that are already giving their energy to this pendulum. And that magnifies that giving, that devotion to that energy. And it has even more power now over us because we're doing it as a group. There's more energy being given. There's more focus and attention being devoted to this pendulum. So the key here is when you're giving your energy to a pendulum, your attention to a pendulum, and that pendulum has effects over you, then you don't have the necessary intention power, the necessary willpower, the necessary sort of focus and energy to go after a goal, to pursue a goal and achieve it successfully. You ever wonder why a lot of people these days either do not have goals that they're pursuing or are not pursuing and achieving the goals they have set, like New Year resolutions for example? It's because they're distracted and they're pulled apart by these pendulums, and their internal state is dependent and controlled by these puppet strings of these pendulums outside of them. Sports, politics, and news are just three of the very few pendulums. Also gossip, also the people around us. A lot of the time we're caught up in petty gossip around around the drama of our society or our little friend groups. And that is also something that we feed our energy to, but it doesn't give us any nourishment. It doesn't sustain us. It doesn't give us any energy back. So what we gotta realize now is it's not just pendulums. It's destructive pendulums that we gotta be aware of not giving our energy and focus to in abundance. So these days, I watch soccer. I still watch soccer because I love it. But I don't attach myself to the result. I don't care as much. And that allows me to reserve my energy more. And I can watch it as entertainment and let it go and go on to whatever I want to do. But I won't sit there and fuss over every little thing that happens up and down. And I won't go through a roller coaster of emotions throughout the soccer game. So as always, the key here is awareness. Awareness of when we're giving energy to these pendulums that are just feeding on it and leeching it and having control over us like puppet strings. So just whenever you feel yourself giving your energy and your passion and attention to something outside of you, be it sports, be it some politics, some news about something that's not really relevant, be it some gossip with friends that is just petty and just taking and feeding away from your energy, take a step back. Be aware. Center yourself. And then you can almost take back the energy that you've given it, and it has no power over you any longer. Maybe a little power, but it doesn't matter. You have most of your power back. Now you can refocus that power, that energy that you have reclaimed into your goal, into the goal you're trying to pursue, into the mission that you have, into the purpose. That could be going and creating a business. That could be hitting your gym goals. That could be anything. But you won't have that energy because let's assume you have a bank account and you're making investments in several things and they're just leeching away your money monthly. They're just taking away your money. And you suddenly won't have a big investment that you want to put your money into. And you check your bank account and there's not enough. That's basically what's happening with your energy. When you're giving so much of your energy and investing it in all of these things that are just taking it away and not nourishing you with any of it, then you don't have much to put into the real mission, the real things you want to do, the real goals you want to achieve. This is key to understand here, guys. The moment you realize that you're spreading yourself too thin, and you start bringing back those threads of energy from things you're just giving your energy to, your attention to, these pendulums that are just swinging, and the more you give your energy to them, they swing harder, and they take you with them, and they affect the way you feel internally. Be it let that be sports or politics or some TV show you're watching or some gossip you're having with your friends. The more you're attached to it, the more power it has over your internal state. So the moment you become aware and you start taking back your energy, you start living, you start having more passion, you start feeling more alive, you feel more engaged with whatever you're trying to do, whether that be creating your business or hitting your gym goals or whatever it is. And you start feeling more engaged with that goal. And then you start seeing progress. Every day you start seeing progress because you're putting in a massive part of your energy into it now. That's what I wanted to say today, guys. Take back your energy and detach yourself from these pendulums that you're feeding with your attention and focus, and take back your energy and put it into the real things that you want to pursue and achieve. And this will, I guarantee, change the way you look at your goals and allow you to achieve them with much more ease and power and passion. And as always, if you're interested in more law of attraction, self-development, and spirituality content, make sure to subscribe and comment down below what methods you use to achieve your goals, and if there's anything you want me to clarify on, just comment down below and I just might make a video on it. Thank you. Until next time, much love.